Good morning, everybody. How's it going? How's everybody doing today? Let me know where everybody's watching from. Let me know. If you don't know who I am, my name is Steven. I am an online business coach, and I'm also a former 9 to 5 retail worker. I actually worked retail for 12 years before losing my job in 2022, and I now help other 9 to 5 workers, gig workers, and tired and burned out 9 to 5 workers in general learn the skills to be able to make passive income from their phone, working from their cell phone. So, again, let me know where everybody's watching from. If you don't know who I am, my name is Steven. I am in Jacksonville, Florida, USA. So, all right. Now, let me say this real quickly, okay? If you're just here to sit and scroll, this live is not for you. If you're looking for entertainment, if you're looking for hype, if you are looking for the latest shade room, or if you're looking for dancing and music, then this is not the live stream for you, okay? If you're looking for a job opportunity, this is not the live stream for you, okay? This live stream is for the tired, burned out 9 to 5 worker, someone who just lost their job recently, and who knows deep down in their heart they don't want to go back and work for someone else. This is for people that know that they are bosses, but they don't know where to start. This live stream is for, if any of those describe you, you are in the right place, okay? My goal here is to serve people and give people value, okay? My goal here is to help build the future for new CEOs and new business owners. Those are the people that I help, okay? So, again, I'm not here to talk to everybody. I'm here to talk to those small group of people, all right? I'm here for those people that are serious about changing their lives. The ones tired of clocking in every single day, tired of trading time for money, and ready to learn the skills to build something real and eventually be able to leave your 9 to 5 for good. That is my goal for you, okay? That is my goal for you. All right? I'm also talking to the ones tired of having strangers in their cars, driving them for miles up and down the highways, doing Uber, doing Lyft. Those are doing DoorDash every day. Getting people's groceries and food deliveries and carrying them up and down flights of stairs. And you deserve more. And if that describes you, you're in the right place. Let's see. Unreal Cotty, welcome in. Resort Hawaii, welcome in, everybody. How you doing today? Let me know where everybody's watching from. Now, listen, if you're just coming in, if you're just here to disrupt this live, that will not be tolerated. If you're here to disrespect me or disrespect others here who wants to learn, that will not be tolerated. And I will show you to the door. I want to make myself very clear on that, all right? All right? So, you know, if that's you, you're ready to lock in, you're ready to do something different, you're ready to learn a new skill, you are in the right place, okay? Now, real quick, before I go deeper into this, I want to give you my free blueprint that I have. Okay, that breaks down all this step by step and those skills. So if you want to learn more about what I'm going to be talking about, tap on the link right here in the live. You'll see that highlighted link at the bottom, legacywithsteven.com. You're going to tap on that link, and it's going to ask you for your first name and your email. All right, and then you're going to get access to me, my email. You're going to get access to my website, okay? You're also going to get access to the 2 videos that you're going to see. They're going to be of my mentor, the lady that has taught me everything that I know, okay? And she's going to answer 96% of your questions, okay? All right, you guys, so let's talk. Let's talk. Everybody who's just joining in, welcome in, welcome in, all right? Now, let's be real for a second. Every single month we work hard, right? We get that paycheck, right? And before the weekend's even over with, guess what? That paycheck is gone. You pay your rent, you pay your bills, and occasionally you grab that Starbucks in the morning. Maybe order something off Amazon, right? Or binge watch Netflix at night after work. And you tell yourself, I deserve this. And guess what? You do. You really do. Let's see. Uh, Katie Lynn, welcome in. Welcome in. How are you doing today? But here's the part that most people don't realize. All those things, that money is gone forever and it never comes back. You're basically working your butt off to fund other people's empires like Netflix, Starbucks, Temu, Walmart, Target. Guess what? Amazon. They're all getting rich while you're just barely getting by, right? Make it make sense. Now imagine this for a second. What if you took that same $100 or $200 you spend every single month on things that disappear and put it towards something that could build your future, right? Something that could actually give you your time back and not just on the weekends. Because here's the truth, you guys. Wealth doesn't come from working harder. It comes from learning how to make your money work for you. And guess what, you guys? I used to be that person. I worked retail for 12 years. As a matter of fact, I worked for Walmart for 12 years. Clocking in, clocking out, exhausted. And I thought the only way to make more money was to work more hours. And even though I hated my job, guess what? The paycheck, it was predictable. I was comfortable. I was stuck in the comfort zone. And so much to the fact, I thought I would never get fired. I thought it would never happen to me. That's how most people think. They think, oh, I'll never get fired. It'll never happen to me. But guess what? I couldn't have been more wrong. Because guess what happened? In May of 2022, after 12 years of working for the company, guess what happened? I got fired. And honestly, guys, I didn't even see it coming, and it really stung. It really really did. It definitely stung. If you've never been fired before, you don't know how it feels. And I'm telling you guys, it stings. It really does. And it really messes with your identity too, because most people's identity is tied to their 9 to 5 job. But yeah, it definitely messed with my identity and it stung. And guess what, you guys? I didn't have a backup plan. I did not have a plan B. And that's how it is with most people out here. Most people who work jobs 9 to 5 clocking in, guess what? They only have one source of income, one stream of income. And guess what? That is dangerous. That is very, especially in today's economy with everything, with all prices being high and everything and living expenses, right? Yeah, having in this day and age, you need to have more than one stream of income, more than one stream of income. So I've learned that the hard way. But anyway, losing my job, it forced me to wake up and design my life to where no company could control my income ever again. I vowed to myself never give my time in life to someone else again. Because here's the honest truth, you guys. When you work for somebody else, guess what? They own you. They own you. They own your time. They tell you when to clock in. They tell you what to do, how to do it, and when to do it, right? They tell you when you can take a break. They tell you when you can take a lunch break. Sometimes they tell you when you can go to the bathroom. Make it make sense. They're telling another grown person when they can use the restroom. Isn't that crazy? Right? Make it make sense. It doesn't have to, you don't have to do that. It's 2026, you guys. You have a cell phone in your hand right now. And that cell phone, you could take this very same cell phone and you can learn the skills step by step and learn the skills to be able to make passive income from your phone. And that's all I'm saying. So, back to my story. After I got fired, guess what I did? I knew I didn't want to have to go back to 9 to 5. So I tried to find some other kind of way to make money. So guess what I did? I chose gig work. I started doing Uber and DoorDash. And I did that temporarily because the reason why I did that is because, I love the flexibility. I like the fact that you can set your own hours and your own schedule. You work when you work when you want. But the problem with DoorDash and Uber is when you accept an offer or accept the ride, you have to follow through with it, because otherwise, you could potentially put yourself in danger of having your account deactivated. It could also give you a bad reputation. I can't think of the word, but reputation. It could also give you bad reviews too. So that's the only thing. That's the only downside about doing these gig works. And another thing is, if you drive a vehicle, it's a lot of wear and tear on your vehicle. Lots of wear and tear because you're going to be doing a whole lot of driving, okay? A whole lot of driving. So I did that for 4 months. And then in November, I decided to stop. I was like, you know what? This is not going to work. So I said, there's something better out there for me. So I started doing my online research, and I looked into Amazon FBA, and I also looked into drop shipping. So I looked at those things. I'm like, nope, this is not for me, because you have a lot of, you know, overhead. You have a lot of monthly expenses, right? Because you have to order inventory with the drop shipping and FBA. You have to order inventory. You have to pay for those products to be shipped. You have to pay for storage fees to store those items at a warehouse somewhere, if you don't store it at your house. And I knew I didn't want that, so it was a lot of overhead with physical products. So I was like, nope, this is not for me. So for the next year and a half, I continued to look. I continued to look, and it was in March of 2024. I was scrolling on TikTok, like many people do. Many people scroll on TikTok, many people scroll on YouTube. And the thing is, I wasn't thinking anything of it, but all of a sudden, I came across this older country gentleman. He's based out of Arkansas. And he says, if you just lost your job recently, if you're tired of that 9 to 5 deal, if that 9 to 5 job is working you silly, he said, guess what? You can stay home just like me and work from home and make money from your cell phone, working 2 hours a day. It's a beginner-friendly business. No tech skills is needed. And it's a one-time investment and no monthly expenses. I'm like, what? So I see how he said it, though. I stopped dead in my tracks. And I listened. And the thing is, I wasn't a hype person. No, I was I was one of those quiet watchers. Just like you're watching me now, I was watching him. And I watched him for the next 4 days. I watched his videos. I visited his profile. And I went to his link. So it was on the 5th day. That's when I made up my mind. I'm like, you know what? I'm doing this. I'm scared, but I'm doing it. And guess what, you guys? I was scared to death, but guess what? I did it. I was more scared of going back to another 9 to 5 job for another 12 to 25 years. And I knew I didn't want to do that. So I was willing to give this a try. So guess what I did? It was on March 17th of 2024. I decided to invest in myself in an online business, digital marketing business in a box. So from there, I was able to set up my business within 2 days. Some people, they set up within an hour, but me, I set up in 2 days. So from there, I was able to plug in and lock in. Now it didn't happen overnight, because it took me about 5 weeks from the time that I started until the time that I made my first sale. But guess what? I stuck with it. I followed the blueprint. I was coachable. And from there, I started to plug in and lock in. Now, you guys, if you want this exact program that I invested in back in March of 2024, which was almost 2 years ago now, that I discovered a year and a half later after losing my job in 2022, check out the link. I have the highlighted link down in the chat below, legacywithsteven.com. It'll be right down there at the bottom. Well, you're going to click on it. It's going to take you to my capture page. It's going to ask you for your first name and email, okay? And you're going to get the free copy of the blueprint in your first email from me. Make sure that you open up that email, okay? You're also going to see 2 videos of my mentor. Her name is Miss Michelle O'Neill. She's the founder and creator of the Legacy Builders program. Okay. She's going to answer 96% of your questions for you. Okay. You know, she has taught me everything that that I've learned so far. Okay. All right. So after that, you're going to be directly on my website. You're going to see the four digital programs that I'm going to be talking to you about today. Okay. And you know, you can decide for yourself if this is something that you want to do or not. Now, again, there's no pressure here. You take your time. All right. There is no pressure. All right. All right, you guys. So let's continue. And you know what the crazy part is? Most people spend more money in one week, one weekend, than it would take to start their own online business, right? But guess what? People don't think twice about getting Starbucks, um, ordering off Amazon, you know, eating out all the time, you know, getting a $5 coffee here, spending $12 to $15 at lunch on their lunch break, $50 to $200 eating out at a fancy dinner, right? You know, places like Olive Garden, Carrabba's, Red Lobster, and places like that, right? People won't even hesitate to drop $300 on concert tickets to go see Nicki Minaj, Rihanna, you know, Beyonce in concert, right? And people, they'll put concert tickets on payment plans, right? Without no hesitation. Screaming at the top of your lungs at somebody's concert that you'll never even meet in person, right? Right? Make it make sense. And look, you guys, there's nothing wrong with going to concerts. There's nothing wrong with, you know, eating out. There's nothing wrong with getting stuff off Amazon. All I'm saying is make sure that your future is good to go first. Make sure that you build your empire first before you do all that stuff. Make sure that you're financially good to go first. That's all I'm saying. Because when you go to all these billion-dollar you know, spend your money at these billion-dollar corporation companies, and you're going to these concerts, you're building these people's empires while you're just barely keeping your head above water and staying broke. Right? Make it make sense. You're building these people's empires. You're not only helping them to leave a legacy, but you're helping them leave a legacy for their children, their grandchildren, and their great great grandchildren for generations to come. But yet, your child or your grandchild don't have no money for their college fund. Make it make sense. So that's all I'm saying. Make sure you leave a legacy for your loved ones once you leave here. That's all I'm saying. And here's the thing is, you guys, here's the thing. And this is not everybody, but this is most people. You're not broke. You're just funding everybody else's dreams. And see, most people don't fail because they lack money. They fail because they don't trust themselves yet. And see, guess what? A 9 to 5 job feels safe, even when it's slowly costing people their lives. So you really have to ask yourself this question: what would happen if I invest in that same money that I'd be spending on bullcrap? What if I invest that money into me? Because let's be real, Netflix is not going to give you passive income. Starbucks is not going to pay your rent, your car note, or your mortgage, right? Amazon is not going to retire you in the X amount of years. But the skills that you learn and build for yourself, that right there will feed you for the rest of your life. Now, let me ask you guys this question. If you were to lose your cell phone right now, no goodness forbid, or if it got damaged or broken, you would go into panic mode, right? Yes, you would. You'd be racing somewhere down there to the Apple store, down there to Target or Walmart or whatever you like to go get your cell phones from. And you'll immediately pull out your card and grab that brand new iPhone 17 that they came out with without thinking twice about it. Right? Make it make sense. And guess what? You'll sign that new contract and you'll put that new cell phone on a payment plan without even thinking about it twice. Because guess what? You need that new cell phone. You need that phone, right? You rely on that phone every single day. I can't pronounce your name. I'm sorry, but hi. Hello. Welcome in, everybody. If you're just joining, welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. If you're new here, my name is Steven. I'm an online business coach, and I'm also a former 9 to 5 retail worker. I worked for Walmart for over 10 years before I got fired in 2022. And I have since then discovered an opportunity online where you can have your own business, okay? And now I teach burned out 9 to 5 workers, people who lost their jobs, how to learn the skills to be able to make passive income from their phone, okay? All right. So let's continue here. And here's the part that blows my mind. The business I'm talking about right now, the same one that's slowly changing my life, because this is not an overnight thing. It takes time, okay? If you're gonna get into this, I'm letting you know now, this is not an overnight get rich quick scheme. It takes time, it takes a skill to learn. All right? Some people catch on faster than others. Some people it takes a little longer. But nevertheless, you're doing it, okay? The business I'm talking about right now, the same one that's slowly changing my life, it costs less than that brand new cell phone you would gladly sign a contract for and go out and finance. And the difference, that new iPhone 17, it's going to cost you money every single month. But the business that I'm talking about, it can make you money from that same cell phone you're already using. Now, I want to make myself very clear here. I want to make myself very, very clear. I am not here to sell you anything, okay? Right? I am not here to beg anybody. I am not here to convince anybody, because I'm going to tell the truth regardless. If you're going to believe what you're going to believe, okay? But my goal here is to serve people and give people value and to offer a transformation opportunity. And my goal here is also to educate people, because this is not no hype live stream. This is not no entertainment live stream. This is not no dancing or music live stream. This is an educational live stream. This is a classroom. And when you come in here, you're coming into my classroom. And if you don't like what I say, then you're welcome to leave. I'm not going to hold you, because I'm not here to talk to everybody. I'm here to talk to the ones who are burned out from their jobs, ones who are tired of their 9 to 5, ones who have lost their jobs, ones who's tired of doing Uber and DoorDash. Those are the people that I'm talking to, okay? People who know that they're bosses and they have boss-like mentalities, but they don't know where to begin. Those are the people that I'm here to help, okay? Again, my goal here is to serve people, educate people, and give people value, okay? All right. So, and you know what? I get it, you guys. I get it. I get it when people scroll away the moment I say the word investment. Because for years, I was the exact same way. I was taught to be a consumer, not an investor, just like you guys. Most 9 to 5 workers, we were trained to spend money, not to multiply it. We were taught, to make just enough to pay bills, pay taxes, buy gas, and do it all over again the next week. But no one has ever taught us how to make our money work for us. We've been told the safest thing to do is to go to school, get good grades, graduate high school, go to college, get into student loan debt, graduate college, work a job for 40 plus years, retire for 10 or 15 years if you're fortunate enough, and then pass away and go to your grave. Guess what? It doesn't have to be that way. It's 2026. That's the old way of living. We are in a digital age now. People are making money from their cell phone. The same cell phone that you're holding in your hand right now, that you're looking at me or listening to me with, you can make money from that device. You can turn that into an ATM machine, and you can learn the skills to be able to leave that job that you're working at for good. But that's entirely up to you. Look, if you like what you do, you like working a 9 to 5, I'm not going to hold you. If you like getting up early in the morning, you like taking a shower and all that stuff, you like uh, going out into this cold weather, going into traffic, sitting in traffic for almost an hour, clocking in into somebody else's business, right? You like being told what to do, how to do it, and when to do it. I'm not going to hold you. If you look, keep doing what you do if it makes you happy. I am not going to hold you. I am not going to hold you. If you like what you do, if you like it, I love it. If you like it, I love it. You like being told what to do by your boss? You like being yelled and screamed at? Hey, keep doing what you do if it makes you happy. Unfortunately, I cannot help you here. I cannot help you here on this live. This room right here is for people who are burned out, who are sick and tired of what they're doing, who cannot take it no more. Those are the people that I'm talking to. See, and unfortunately, most people that are coming in here, most of you, you're comfortable with what you're doing. And you know what? That's okay. You're not my person. My people are burned out 9 to 5 workers. My people who have lost their jobs after years of working at their jobs. And they know deep down in their heart they don't want to go back to another job. My people are, you know, gig workers, Uber and DoorDash and Lyft. Those people who are tired of what they're doing, who is tired of the hustling, who's tired of putting wear and tear on their car, who's ready to do something different, but they don't know where to start. These are my people, okay? Those are my people that I'm looking for. I'm not here to talk to everybody. I'm here to talk to my people that are ready. Okay? And let me tell you something, you guys. Layoffs are happening everywhere. Layoffs are happening everywhere. Amazon, UPS, Party City, even government jobs, right? People have lost their jobs, and it's not going to get any better as this digital marketing age goes along. More people are going to lose their jobs because a lot of these companies are starting to adopt AI technology. And guess what? With AI technology, they only need a small group of people who understands digital marketing. People who can operate and build robots and drones, right? Everybody else, you're going to be useless. Again, they're only going to need a certain people to operate these machines, the robots and drones, but everybody else, they're going to be useless. You're going to be laid off. Because why pay physical human beings then no unnecessary expenses when they can have robots and drones and stuff doing all their work for them, right? So again, as this digital marketing age goes along, these billion-dollar corporations, they are adopting AI technology, and they only need a certain group of people to operate their machines who understands digital marketing. Everybody else, you're going to be useless. You're going to lose your job. And see, a lot of you that are watching, you think your job is safe, but it's not. It's not. And I thought my job was safe, but it wasn't. And I got fired in 2022 after 12 years. So the real danger here isn't investing. The real danger is staying a consumer for the rest of your life, watching everybody else around you take that risk while you trade your time for a false sense of security. And that's why I share what I share, you guys. Not to sell you something, but to help you to wake up to the fact that you have the power to shift from being a consumer to becoming a creator of your own income. And the sad thing is, the majority of people out here in society will never invest in themselves because they think that this type of business or any kind of business is a scam. Because society has taught us to believe that having a business for ourselves, rather it's online or brick and mortar, they have taught us to believe that having a business is a scam. Because you know why? Because society wants to keep us working for them. They want to keep us broke, busted, and disgusted. They want to keep us bound in the 9 to 5 system. But guess what? It's 2026. Working a 9 to 5 is optional. It is completely optional. Okay? And see, that's why you only have a handful of successful people out here who are business owners. Because you know why? Because they decided to take a calculated risk. They decided to take that risk. They didn't listen to what everybody else said around them. It's like, you know what? If I'm going to have something for myself, I'm going to have to take a risk for it. And that's why they are successful. The point I'm trying to make here is a 9 to 5 job will never make you rich, ever. It is designed to pay you just enough so you have to come back and slave away and trade more of your precious time for another 2 weeks before getting paid again. And the opportunity I'm going to talk about now is you can invest one time into yourself and you don't have to put anything down today. You can put zero down today. And if you're willing to learn the skills, you can start earning reoccurring income straight from your cell phone. Now, the business I'm talking about today is the Legacy Builders Program. And inside, you'll find high real value digital products designed to help you build income online. Now, I need to talk about this before I go any further. All right. This is not a get rich quick scheme. Okay. I repeat, this business is not a get rich quick scheme. So if you're coming here to look for overnight success, I hate to say this, but you're going to be very disappointed. Now, I'm not saying it's not possible. People have done it. But again, everybody's results are going to be different. So I cannot guarantee you nothing. I cannot guarantee you any results because guess what? And I cannot guarantee you any income because results are going to vary from person to person. I don't know your work ethic. I don't know your willingness to be teachable. I don't know your willingness to show up for yourself to your business daily. I don't know your willingness to follow the trainings that we teach and implement them. The results that you get out of this business is going to depend entirely on you. Because when you step into this space, you are not an employee no more. You are a business owner. And as business owners takes responsibility for their actions and for their growth. And that's the difference between staying stuck in a 9 to 5 and building ownership for yourself. And I hate to say this, you guys, but this is a truth. In order to have any type of wealth in your life, you're going to have to take some kind of ownership and not depend upon the system, which means a 9 to 5. That's a system. If you're working a 9 to 5 right now, you're working into somebody else's system. You're depending on a system that somebody else owns. And I hate to say this, you're working a job right now. Guess what? That boss, he owns you. He owns you. She owns you. They own your time. They own your paycheck. And I hate to say this, you guys, but you working a job. You're not only giving them the power to feed you, but you're also giving them the power to starve you. And here's another truth. Your boss will never pay you enough to be their neighbor. I repeat, your boss will never pay you enough to be their neighbor. You know, they pay you just enough to be able to pay your bills and maybe have a couple little things just to survive, and then have to go back and trade another 2 weeks before getting paid again. All right, you guys. So let's talk about this. I want to educate you first before I start talking about digital products, because this is a classroom. All right. So I'm going to ask you a question, and then I'm going to wait a minute, and I'm going to give you an answer. All right. So I'm going to ask you the first question. What is digital marketing? What is digital marketing? I'm going to give you a moment to think about it, and then I'm going to give you the answer. All right, you guys. So digital marketing is promoting your business online to reach people, build trust, sell your products or services instead of putting them in ads in newspapers or on TV. Guess what? You're going to use the internet, websites, and social media and email to attract your perfect audience or your perfect customer. Okay? You're going to be using platforms like on social media, like YouTube, which is what we're on right now. You're going to use Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. You can use any one of those 4 platforms to promote your business. Okay. You're also going to be posting content, like 3 pieces of content. You're going to go live if you feel comfortable enough with going live. You're going to engage with followers. All right. Because guess what? There are 5.1 billion people on social media every day that uses social media. And guess what? Only 1% are in digital marketing. So guess what, you guys? The whole entire world is your customer base. All right, you guys, so I'm going to ask you this question. What is a digital product? What is a digital product? What is a digital product? I'm going to give you guys a moment to think about it, and then I'm going to give you the answer. What is a digital product? All right, guys, so digital products are items, tools, or services that are created, delivered, and used online without needing any physical product to be shipped. They exist in a digital format and can be accessed instantly through the internet, a device, or an online account. All right? All right, so let me ask you guys this question. What counts as a digital product? What counts as a digital product? I'm going to give you guys a second to think about that, and then I'm going to give you the answer. All right, so digital products, they come in many different forms, but they all have one thing in common. They can be used, they can be viewed, they can be consumed through technology. Examples include online services or powered by the internet or Wi-Fi. Guess what, you guys? Wi-Fi is something that Wi-Fi is something that you can't touch. It's a digital service that gives you online access, right? It's a digital product that people pay for every single month, right? Let's say for example, like some people have Verizon Wireless, some people have Xfinity, some people have AT&T. Those are the main ones that I can think of. But guess what? Every time you use that Wi-Fi, you pay for that service every single month, which is a digital product. And guess what? Those companies, they make billions of dollars a year by you paying for and utilizing their digital products. So if they can make millions of dollars a month off of you, then why in the world you don't have a digital product yourself that you can promote, that's your business, where you can make 100% profit that goes straight to you? Okay? That's all I'm saying. If they can make millions of dollars off of you, then why in the world you don't have a digital product of your own? All right, let's talk about streaming services. That's another digital product. Like, for example, Netflix, Hulu, and Spotify. Those are digital products. These platforms don't ship DVDs or CDs. They deliver movies, shows, and music digitally through the internet. And that's what makes them digital products, okay? So that Netflix subscription, that Hulu subscription, that Apple TV, that Disney Plus, right? That Paramount Plus. Guess what? You pay for those subscriptions every month. Guess what? Those billion-dollar companies are making millions of dollars off of you every single month by you paying for and utilizing their digital products. So if they can make millions of dollars off of you, these billion-dollar corporations, then why on earth you don't have a digital product of your own that's done for you, that you don't even have to create, that you have master resale rights to, that where you can earn 100% profit and run a bag from your cell phone? Wearing your PJs, wearing your bunny slippers, wearing your bonnet, right? Wearing your favorite pajamas, wearing your bathrobe, and heck, even sitting up in your underwear, right? And guess what? You can stay home and make passive income from your cell phone that you're holding in your hand instead of being at a 9 to 5 job that you don't like. Sitting in the break room holding your phone listening to me. Okay? Instead of that, you could learn the skills step by step and you can run a bag from your phone staying home. Okay? Just like what I'm doing. And guess what, you guys? You ain't got to be nothing. I'm nobody special. I'm no different than you are. I'm somebody who chose to do something differently after losing his job after 12 years of working retail. You know, I was just like you guys. But guess what? I decided to do something differently. I decided to take a chance on myself. You know, you deserve to take that chance on yourself. But you know what? A lot of people, they'll never do it. And guess what? I'm not talking to those people. I'm talking to the ones who are ready. I'm talking to the ones who are sick and tired of being sick and tired. The ones who's tired of going to that job every day. The one who's worn out. The one people who have lost their job recently and they know that there's more to life than working a 9 to 5, but they don't know where to start. Those are my people that I'm talking to right now, okay? All right? So, you guys, let's talk about this. Let's talk about utilities. Believe it or not, utilities, your light bill, it runs through a digital system. You know, electricity itself is a physical energy. However, the service that you pay for every month, the metering, the billing, and the tracking, it is all controlled and managed through a digital system, right? So guess what? Your utility company that you pay every single month, guess what? They're making millions of dollars off of you every month by you paying for and utilizing their electricity, right? Through their digital system. So if they can make millions of dollars off of you through their digital systems every month, then why on earth you don't have a digital product of your own where you can learn the skills with that digital business and make passive income from your cell phone? Hello? Make it make sense. Let's talk about another digital product, your cell phone. And yes, your cell phone is physical, but everything in that cell phone screams digital. It functions as a digital product. Everything you use on that cell phone, apps, social media, GPS, text messaging, banking, subscription services. Your phone is a gateway to thousands of digital products. Now, let me ask you guys this question. And some of you, this is going to trip you out. Okay, so what digital product are you using right now to listen to my voice with? What digital product are you using right now to listen to my voice with? And I'm not talking about your cell phone. I'm talking about a digital product on your phone. I'm going to give you guys a moment to think about that, and then I'm going to give you the answer. All right, I'm going to give you guys the answer, and it's YouTube. YouTube is a digital product, believe it or not. I repeat, YouTube is a digital product that you utilize every single day. I utilize it every single day. You have YouTube, you have Facebook, you have TikTok, you have Instagram, you have X. You know, all of those are digital products that people use and they scroll on them for hours and hours every single day. You scroll on this app for hours at a time every single day. You scroll on TikTok for hours at a time every single day. And guess what? These apps that you use every single day are worth billions with a B. These apps that I just mentioned are owned by billionaires. And guess what, you guys? These people were once 9 to 5 workers just like you, just like me. And guess what they did? They invented 4 digital products that billions of people around the world use every single day. And guess what? It has turned these people into billionaires. Now, I'm not saying you're going to be a billionaire, okay? I mean, I'm not saying it's not possible, but again, I can't guarantee you anything because I don't know your work ethic. I don't know your willingness to put in the work for yourself. I don't know your willingness to invest in yourself. Right? But if these people can make billions of dollars, former 9 to 5 workers, just like you, just like me, if they can do that, then why on earth you don't have a digital product of your own where you can learn the skills step by step and turn your cell phone into an ATM machine and you can make passive income from it from anywhere. Make it make sense. But see, a lot of you guys, you like to make money the hard way. You like to clock into these 9 to 5 jobs, doing all this physical hard labor. And don't get me wrong, I did it for 12 years before I lost that job. And will I ever do it again? Absolutely not, because I found another way. And now I'm trying to show you another way. But a lot of you guys, you'll just scroll past this and you'll dismiss it because you're so comfortable in that 9 to 5. You're comfortable with doing hard physical labor. You're comfortable with being told what to do and how to do it and when to do it. And look, I'm not going to hold you. I'm not judging you. If you like what you do, you go ahead and keep doing what you do. But unfortunately, I cannot help you here. I'm not here to talk to everybody. I'm here to talk to the ones who are ready. The people who are tired of being sick and tired. The ones who have lost their jobs recently, like I did, and who wants more out of life than going back to that 9 to 5 system. The people who are burned out from their jobs. The people who are tired of doing Uber and DoorDash and Lyft. People who know that they're bosses deep down on the inside, but they don't know where to begin. Those are my people, okay? So those are the people that I'm talking to right now. Everybody else, you can just scroll on. You can scroll up, scroll down, and swipe. Okay? So you guys, your phone is a physical device, but it functions as a digital product. So the simple version of this, if it lives online, if it runs through the internet, or if it delivers value digitally, it's a digital product. This includes phones, streaming services, Wi-Fi, electricity services, ebooks, audiobooks, online courses, online programs, templates, software, apps, and membership sites. All of those are digital products. Okay? If it lives on the internet, it's a digital product. All right, you guys, so let me ask you this question real quick. What is master resale rights? What is master resale rights, or MRR? I'm going to give you guys a moment to think about it, and then I'm going to get right back with you. All right, you guys. So master resale rights means that you can buy a product, whether it's educational or your audio book, or or any kind of thing like that. Anything that's digital that has master resale rights, or something that somebody else created that gives you the rights to resell that product over and over again, and you make 100% profit without creating anything yourself. And guess what? MRR is the easiest way to start an online business, especially if you only have 1 to 2 hours a day. And again, with master resale rights, you keep 100% of the profits. Unlike affiliate marketing, where you only earn a percentage, master resale rights allows you to earn the full amount from each sale. Okay? And with master resale rights, you don't have to be the original creator. You can promote and resell the product under your brand or platform, okay? With the master resale rights, you pass the rights down to others. So if someone buys from your website, guess what? You also give them the master resale rights too. Guess what? Another thing is, with master resale rights, you can start an online business faster. Master resale rights eliminate the product creation, tech overwhelm, and long-term setup. Your job is to market and deliver the asset, the digital asset. All right, you guys, so let's talk about the 4 digital products, okay, on my website. Now, again, I'm with the Legacy Builders Program, and you'll have the master resale rights to 4 digital products, okay? All right. Now, the first one I'm going to talk about is the Launchpad, the $100 Launchpad. Now, this digital product, it gives you one single stream of income, okay? A single stream of income. Now, I'm going to be real with you. The $100 launch pad is not going to get you out of your 9 to 5 job, but I mean, it'll help you take a vacation. It could help you pay a few bills, or maybe do some unexpected repairs around the house. But it's not going to get you out of your 9 to 5. All right. Now, this is for people who are real skeptical about an online business, but you just want to get your feet wet. That's what the $100 launch pad is for. Now, I'm going to give you more details about what the Launchpad is about. Launchpad is a beginner-friendly starting point that helps you to understand digital marketing, online income, and how to start building your foundation. Now, this one, it removes confusion, gives clarity, and teaches the basics so you can confidently take your first step into digital marketing products and online business, okay? Now, again, this only gives you one stream of income. You could earn up to $100 a day if you learn the skills step by step. Okay, $100 a day, that's $36,000 a year. All right. All right, guys. So let's talk about the $300 passive daily pay blueprint. Now, with this one, this gives you the master resale rights to 2 digital products. Okay, 2 digital products. All right. Now with this one, you can resell the 300 and the 100. Okay. You can learn the skills and make up to $300 a day. All right. $300 a day, that's $109,000 a year. Now with this blueprint, it teaches you the skills to create content, attract the right audience, start earning faster, and using simple digital marketing strategies. Okay. Now the value of this one, it helps 9 to 5 workers to build real skills, content, traffic, and visibility, so you can start getting daily leads and potential daily commissions. Okay. Now this is the one that I actually started out with. I'm going to give you more details about that in a moment. All right, so let's talk about the $600 digital mastery. Okay. The $600 digital mastery, it gives you 3 income streams. Okay. 3 income streams. Digital Mastery shows you how to build systems, automate your business, and create long-term strategies for growing online. All right. Now, the value of this is, instead of guessing, you plug into proven systems that works even when you're not working. And this is perfect for someone who only has 1 to 2 hours per day. Okay. Now, with this one, the $600 digital mastery, you can resell the 600, 300, and 100, and you could make $600 a day. All right, that's $219,000 a year. I mean, seriously though, what would that do for you? How would it change your life? Now let's talk about the $900 Legacy Builders program. Now this is our most popular digital product because the $900 digital Legacy Builds program, it gives you the full advantage. This is for people who are looking to take full advantage of what digital marketing has to offer. This is the highest level with the complete business training, advanced strategies, full community support, and everything you need to turn your online business into a long-term scalable income. Okay. Now this level gives you the full roadmap of creating real ownership, long-term freedom, all right, a long-term income, and a legacy that you can build on. Now with this digital product, you have the master resale rights to all 4 digital products, meaning that you can resell the 900, the 600, the 300, and the 100. Okay. Now the Legacy Builders program, you can make up to 900 a day if you are coachable and teachable and you implement the strategies. Again, I don't know your work ethic. I don't know your willingness to show up to your business. I don't know your willingness to be consistent. I don't know your willingness to implement the strategies that we teach. Okay. Now you could earn up to $900 a day, which is $6,300 a week, which is $328,000 a year. How would that change your life, right? Make it make sense. And guess what, you guys? The best part is all of these come with a payment plan option, each and every one of them. Because guess what? It's not about the willingness. It's about timing. Everybody's timing is different. All right. Now, me personally, it only took me 5 days total to from the time when I first saw it to the first time I took action. But some of you guys, you may sit on it for days, you may sit on it for weeks, you may sit on it for months, and heck, you may sit on it for several years before you finally decide, like, hey, you know what? Maybe this is something I can do. But again, everybody's timing is different. All right. Now, as far as purchasing your program, you can start with zero down today. And guess what? You can use Afterpay, you can use Klarna. You could also use Pay Later with PayPal. I offer 3 different types of payment plans on my website. Now, again, you guys, I'm not here to sell you anything, okay? I'm educating you and I'm offering you a transformation opportunity, okay? And you know, the funny thing is, we use payment plans for everything. We really do. We put payment plans on bullcrap that's not going to get us nowhere long term. That stuff that we're going to eventually throw away in the trash can, right? People put payment plans on bullcrap that's not going to get them anywhere long term. But when somebody comes with them with a business opportunity that can help them, guess what? All of a sudden they don't have it. Guess what, you guys? That's a mindset thing. That's a mindset thing. If you're going to be in business for yourself, you have to learn to shift your mindset. If you don't, then you're going to have a very hard time. You're going to have a very, very hard time. That's all I'm saying. Okay? Now, you can start with zero down today using the payment plan option, but you will have to pay today, if you decide to start, you would have to pay a $39 website fee up front, okay? Now, with the $39 website fee, that covers your main website that the company's going to give you. That's the first thing that it's going to cover, okay? You're going to get your website. The second thing you're going to get is your back office, which is your automated system in the pre-written emails and everything, okay? The third thing you're going to get is access to a supportive community that I'm a part of, because I'm a part of the digital growth community, a community of 58,000 people. Okay, supportive people who will love on you, who's going to help you if you ever need help. Because guess what? Once you get this, you're going to be a business owner. Okay, you'll be in business for yourself, but you're not going to be in business by yourself. You will always have help. Okay. Okay. Now, the fourth thing you're going to get access to your training modules in Kajabi. All right. You're going to get Kajabi access. So you're going to get all the training modules that you're going to need. And guess what? This is not some course. This is an interactive program. See, a course is where you buy one time and then the course is dead. But with interactive program, it's active every single day. Our community's active, and then the programs that you get are active. So when our mentor updates the trainings and everything, the training modules are also going to be updated. Okay, so that's why they call it an interactive program. All right. Now, if you decide to go with the Legacy Builders program level, you're going to get access to become a certified master reseller. Okay. Now think about it. If you go to the doctor or you go to an automotive shop, if you want someone to operate on you or work on your car, guess what? You don't want just anybody to do that. You want them to be certified in their field. Well, guess what? You're going to become a certified master reseller in this digital marketing field, and you'll be able to get a certificate of completion. Okay. And that's exactly what I got. So, now, besides your $39 website fee, you're also going to have to get 2 other things too. Okay. Now, you don't have to get them today, but you'll have to do the $39 website fee today. But you're going to need these 2 items one for your website and one for your email automated system. You're going to need a website name for your website, and you're going to need a professional email domain for your automated system. Okay. And you can get these 2 items from GoDaddy.com. GoDaddy.com. Okay. Now, reason why you need a professional email name, because you need to be able to brand. You're going to be branding yourself, okay? People need to know who you are, all right? Now, the reason why you need a professional email domain, because we in the automated system you're going to get, we cannot use Gmail or Yahoo. You can only use a professional email domain, because what we're going to get, you're going to get a system.io automated system, okay? And you cannot use Gmail or Yahoo for a professional email, because a lot of times your emails will end up going to spam and junk folders, and then they won't reach your leads in your systems, okay? And you're like, what's the lead? Well, your leads are going to be the people that opt into your automated system. They're going to be your leads there for a long time, until either they decide to unsubscribe or until they become your customer. Now, some people that go to your website, they'll become your customer immediately. Others, they're not going to do it right away. Some of them, they'll need more time. So guess what? Until that time, they're going to be leads. But in the meantime, your automated system is going to be sending them emails. So that's why it's important to have a professional email domain. Now, you're going to have to pay two prices for these your website name and your professional email, okay? Now, me personally, I paid $11.12 for my email name, which is legacywithsteven.com, which is a link right down there in the chat, okay? Now, for my professional email, I paid $23.99. Now, these are annual expenses. Now, I paid $95 for my professional email a year, and then I pay $11.12 annual for my website name. And guess what? They come out automatically once a year, one time a year. So with this business, it's a one-time investment, no monthly expenses, because you're mostly going to be utilizing your utilizing social media for your business, okay? Which is free. You know, everybody loves free. So that's what you're mostly going to be utilizing to promote your business here online, is a social media. You're going to be using, you can use YouTube, you can use TikTok, you can use Facebook, you can use Instagram. But those are the main social media platforms that you could use, okay? All right. So now I will say this, a lot of people don't wait until they have the money to invest in themselves. Me personally, you know, when I invested in myself, I didn't have the money. I didn't have all the money. I sure didn't. But guess what? I wanted it bad enough, and I did what I had to do to make it happen. When you want something bad enough in your life, I don't care what it is, you're going to do what you have to do to make it happen. Because I was more scared of going back to a 9 to 5 job, working for somebody else for another 12 to 25 years. And that by itself scared the heck out of me, you guys. Because I realized that the time that I lost in those 12 years, guess what? I can never get that time back. And guess what, you guys? Your time is the most valuable asset that you have. Again, your time is the most valuable asset that you have, because guess what? You can never get that back. And the sad thing is, a lot of people out here give their precious, valuable time to these 9 to 5 jobs who don't give a darn about them, who would replace them within a week or within a few days of them leaving that job. I'll tell you guys, your job, you think your job is safe? It's not. And let me tell you something. You're working for somebody else. You're just a number in their system. You are nothing but a number in their system. And if you left that job, they'll have somebody else fill your spot within a week of you leaving. It's nothing personal. It's business. It's business. It's business. So if you don't want to be replaceable, you need to create something where you don't have to worry about being replaceable. You need to invest or create some kind of business. In my case, I invested in a done for you business. And guess what, you guys? I'm working a couple hours a day out of my time from my cell phone that I'm talking to you on. You know, wearing a robe right now. And guess what? You can make passive income wearing a robe, wearing your favorite bunny slippers, wearing a bonnet on your head, wearing your favorite pajamas, taking a bath, sitting on the toilet, right? Sitting on the couch. If you learn the skills step by step, you can turn your cell phone into an ATM machine. But see, most of you guys would rather work long and hard. And guess what? I was just like you. I did it for 12 years of my life. Worked long and hard for a paycheck that barely got me by. But it's 2026, you guys. We are living in a digital age. You can learn the skills step by step with a beginner friendly business with 4 done for you digital products that's done for you. And all you have to do is set it up. And it's beginner friendly. And guess what? You can brand yourself. You call the shots. You set your own hours. You decide when you work. You have to worry about a boss breathing down your neck. You don't have to worry about a boss yelling and screaming at you. But that's entirely up to you. Again, this live stream is not for everybody. I'm talking to the ones who are ready. I'm talking to my people. I'm talking to the burned out 9 to 5 worker who says, you know what? I cannot take this anymore. I can't keep doing this. Those are the people that I'm talking to. Hello? I'm talking to the people who have lost their jobs recently, and they know deep down they don't want to go back to that 9 to 5 system. You're my person because I was once there. I'm talking to those who are doing Uber and DoorDash and Lyft, who's tired of having strangers in their cars, driving them for miles up and down these highways, who's tired of picking up food deliveries and pick up grocery deliveries and carrying them up 3 and 4 flights of stairs. And you're sick and tired of doing it. You're tired of putting wear and tear on your car. And you're looking for another way out of it. And guess what? You're my person. I'm here to help you. These are the people that I'm talking to. These are my people. Everybody else, you can scroll up and scroll down. Unfortunately, I can't help you. I cannot help you. If you're okay with making $125 a day, if you're okay with putting strangers in your car and putting wear and tear on your car, if you're okay with clocking into a 9 to 5 job every day, going out in all kinds of weather, standing on your feet for hours at a time, hurting your feet and hurting your back. Hey, if you're okay with doing that, I am very happy for you. But unfortunately, I cannot help you here. There's nothing I can do for you here. You keep doing if you keep working that 9 to 5 job if that's what you want to do. Okay? But unfortunately, I can't help you here. I'm talking to my people. Okay? I'm talking to the ones who are ready. I'm here for the ones who are ready. My door is open for the ones who are ready, okay? But if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to this channel. I go live 6 days a week. I take Sundays off, all right? And check out my link below down here in the chat. And I'll also put the link in my description of this live stream and as well as the comments after this live stream is saved to replay, okay? And get a free copy of the blueprint in your first email from me, okay? You'll also have access to my phone number in those emails. You don't have to call me, but the option is there. You're always free to reach out to me, okay? And I would love to help you. But you have to help yourself. You have to take that first step. Again, you guys, and I'm talking to my people here, the burned out 9 to 5 workers, the ones who have lost their jobs recently. The ones who are tired of doing Uber and DoorDash. Those are my people, okay? I'm ready to help you. My door is always open, but it's up to you to walk through it, all right? I'm here for you. Well, you guys, I'm getting ready to get out of here for the day, but I at least want to show up with you today, It's up to you. If you're happy with where you are, keep doing what you do. I can't help you. But again, I'm talking to my people. And I'm going to be real with you guys. It actually costs more to stay stuck in a 9 to 5 or doing gig work than it would to start this business. Because you're only investing one time. One time investment, no monthly expenses. Okay? Now, let me tell you what you're going to get if you decide to invest and join this business with me through me. You're going to get you're going to get free access to a supportive community. You're going to get live mentors. Okay? No, I'll be your mentor and I'll also be your accountability partner too. You're going to get daily and weekly mentor videos. You're going to get a pre-built website and automations. You're going to get a faceless brand mastery. And guess what I'm doing right now, you guys? Guess what I'm doing right now? And you can do this too. And I know there's a lot of introverts that's probably going to be watching this after the replay. But guess what? I'm doing a faceless live stream right now. Faceless. Only thing you're seeing is that microphone on my desk in front of the phone. And you're hearing me talking. But that's it. You don't see my face. You don't see my live face. Okay? But this is a faceless live stream that I'm doing. Okay? You can do this too if you don't want to show your face. You don't ever have to show your face in this business if you don't want to. The option is there, okay? You're going to get effortless automation. You're going to get daily passive income system strategy. You're going to get a reoccurring revenue strategy. You're going to get an email list explosion. You're going to get a social media monetization training. That's what you're going to get with me, okay? And guess what, you guys? You don't have to be great to get started, okay? I wasn't great. I started messy, I started gritty, I started dirty, but guess what? I got started. I got started. I was scared and I was unsure of what I was doing, but guess what? I was able to figure it out as I've gone along. Okay? But I got started anyway. And see, starting is what builds your confidence, not waiting. Waiting will never do anything for you. See, a lot of people don't start because they're waiting for the right time. They're waiting to be confident. They're waiting to have money. They're waiting to have everything lined up. But guess what? Waiting is going to get you nowhere. Waiting is not going to get you any closer to success that you want to be. Okay? It never happens. You're never going to feel ready. There's always going to be something that's going to come up that's going to keep you from doing it. See, and here's the thing, you guys. Being ready is not a feeling. It's a decision. Again, feeling ready is not a feeling. It's a decision, okay? Now, before I leave this live, before I end this live, because I'm getting ready to leave, don't leave empty-handed. Go to my link down here, okay? Click on that and get your free copy of the blueprint. Because guess what? Nothing changes if nothing changes. And I'm gonna let you know I'm here to help you. My door is open, okay? All right? All right, guys, so I'm getting ready to get out of here for a day. This live stream will be saved to replay, so for anybody who missed it, you can always watch it later, okay? Well, I'll be back around this time tomorrow. I will see you all later. You take care. You have a wonderful day.